Ms Cousins, have you been ringing ESORT members and asking them who they would like to see as the Commissioner?
That is it.
No, Senator.
Hey.
You haven't been contacting ESORT members to ask them who they would like to see as the Commissioner?
Not that I recall, Senator. I do speak to ESORT members, but I don't recall asking them who should be the Commissioner.
You haven't suggested any names to any ESORT members that who should be the Commissioner?
No, Senator. So, Senator, can I also just pick up on your question about whether I asked for names? I have been advised that on a teleconference with ESORT, I did invite if they had any nominations that they would like to put forward, but I don't recall receiving any.
And you didn't recall saying that?
No, I didn't, sorry.
That right. So do you recall whether or not you may have suggested some names?
To ESORT?
To ESORT. Did you just nice and casually throw out some names who you may have thought should be on as the Commissioner or on the Commissioner's table?
If I can take that on notice, Senator, because I want to be sure now that I've been reminded that I did ask for nominations. If I did, I will give you that on notice. I don't recall.
Because I would hate to think we're putting more brass in these sort of situations. That is the last thing we need, and I've made it very clear to Minister Cormann, I do not want to see any brass whatsoever on that table.
Just to, Senator Lambie, just to be clear, the process is not actually being... No, I understand, there's no problem with you asking it, but the process is not being run by DVA.
I don't care who the process has been run by. I'm just simply asking whether or not how much, this is a conflict of interest. And if Ms Cossons is out there trying to put names out to the ESORT to work for, in favour of the government or DVA, then we have a problem here, Minister.
No, Senator Lambie, what I'm just saying is making the point, just for anybody listening or anyone reading the Hansard, is that while you've quite rightly asked Ms Cosson the question, she's taken it on notice, but the point is that DVA is not responsible for the process.
So why would she ask the question then?
Well, she hasn't actually said she has. She's taken the question on notice.
That needs to be
Didn't she just say she was on the phone and that she had asked them whether they wanted someone?
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to get through to this, that she's... why would she be asking then if she has nothing to do with the process, Minister?
To forward them on.
I think, sorry, just part of when we were talking to ESORT, Senator, about the Prime Minister's announcement and the National Commissioner and the Veterans Families Advocate, we talked to them about the process, that we were not part of it, but I did invite them to offer any names that they thought someone may have the background, either judicial or someone that could potentially be someone under consideration. So it's just part of a normal process that we go through with consultation with ESORT. And rather than just have meetings with them during the year now, I have a regular phone conversation with them every fortnight where I do talk to them about a wide range of issues, just to ensure that there are no surprises for them and we stay engaged throughout a year. So it's just consultation. But as the Minister said, I am not influencing any selection process for the National Commissioner. It's not in our portfolio to do that.